Hey, how's it going? Mountain Man McKenna, A.K.A. Morpheus Stardust. Making a video about shucking corn today. And you might be asking yourself if this is going to be the corniest video you ever seen. And well, it just might be. If we're lucky. Oh, so I don't have a plan for this video. I just got some corn on a Sunday afternoon, and I thought I would just start shucking away and see what happens. And I was also thinking about, I was doing my walk earlier. This morning I walked about 6 miles around my neighborhood, and there's a park not far from where I live. I was walking through the park, and I thought, there's kids that are coming up, you know, they've had so much exposure to technology and stuff. There are probably a lot of young folks out there that are on the internet all the time that don't know anything about shucking corn. They probably walk by in the grocery store, they see something looks like this, they got no idea what it is. But you know, I'll just do a quick lesson on this first one, just in case there's anybody watching this video who's never shucked corn. Here, let me get a better one. First thing you're going to need to shuck corn is some corn. A couple of hands. You want some trash bag to put the waste. And so this is your typical ear of corn. You got your stalk here. It connects the corn itself to the plant. Got the leaves here on the other end. You got the corn silk hanging out. Really simple process. You want to start here at the top where the silk is. You're just going to kind of work your fingers into that silk and those leaves and start trying to pull apart a little bit. And once you feel like you got a good grip, you just kind of squeeze a little bit, hold the ear of corn, and just pull down. Alright, look at there, look at that beautiful corn cob. Throw the waste in your little trash. Just like washing your hair. Wash, rinse, repeat. Right? Same thing. And then once you, usually the second or third time, you pretty much got the ear of corn totally exposed. And when you got a stalk on it like this, you can just hold that, all that stuff you pulled down at the stalk and just break it off. There you go. Not quite finished, because you're going to still have quite a bit of silk on that corn, so you might want to give it just a clean it off a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So this is a corny video, I'll give you that much. But don't worry, we've only got 5 ears of corn to go. But yeah, this is my mother, and this I like corn on the cob. I'll get it at the grocery store. It is a little extra work than buying it in a can or buying it prepared. It's less expensive and fresher and tasting better. I think there's a lot of nostalgia in it for me. Because my mother would buy corn on the cob in the summertime when it was readily available, and she would send whoever was around, usually my brother, sister, and I, send us out on the back step with the Harris Teeter paper garbage bag and a stack of corn on the cob to shuck the corn out on the back stoop. And when I visited my grandparents, my dad's parents up in Rhode Island, they were corn lovers. They loved fresh summer corn on the cob. And so they knew some of the local farmers, because they grew up, you know, they're from a small town up in Rhode Island. So they knew, you know, where to go to get the best fresh summer corn, and they would get it right from the farm. Had this, so when my brother and sister and I would go up and visit them in the summer, they'd go to the farm and they get this corn, they called it butter and sugar corn. And it had white and yellow kernels, so it had a mix of them. And this corn was very juicy and very sweet and quite delicious. And I know it gave my grandmother loved it. She just would get so excited when we had some, or when she'd think about it or talk about it. And anyway, my grandparents had this, not every year, but one year we went up there and my grandfather just went real gangbusters on a garden they had in their backyard. And they had, I mean, they had everything growing. They had pumpkins and squash, okra, cucumbers, zucchini, summer squash. Did I say squash already? Tomatoes. I can't even remember. I think they did pumpkins, maybe even some watermelon. But so it's kind of a thing of nostalgia for me when I like corn when I come by. And I don't like the whole thing about doing it outside. Obviously, is because it can be quite messy. My feet and legs are all covered in corn silk right now. But you know, it's just one of those things that kind of reminds me of my childhood. Reminds me of people in my life that I loved and still love, but that are no longer here on earth with us. So for me, this is a way to get ready to enjoy some delicious home-cooked food for dinner tonight and some leftover snacks, and feel simultaneously connected to my roots. I am have a bit of a romantic streak and nostalgic, so I do like to reminisce and connect with my roots and think about the past sometimes, just remembering. Now that I'm 52, we're down to the last ear of corn here. But if you are younger and this isn't something that was part of your life when you were a kid, so it would never occur to you to buy corn on the cob, and you probably wouldn't, think about it. You know, just go buy a couple, 3 or 4 ears one time. Shucking it is real easy. And it is very delicious. Stick it in a pot of boiling water for 5 to 7 minutes and it's cooked. So you can bake it. A friend of mine just told me she likes to bake hers. Puts it in tin foil and puts some butter and salt and pepper or spices on it. And then just bakes it in the oven. I forgot what temperature and how long, but I'm sure you can Google that or look that up. That's it. I'm done shucking the corn. And have a little bit of a mess to clean up, but I won't film that. UPS man's out here delivering packages on Sunday. Poor guy's working. But it was a hot day. Had a good long walk. Now I got some fresh corn. Sat out on my porch. It's a sunny day and a little breeze. I need to get showered up. I didn't take a shower after my walk. I still feel kind of nasty. So, aw shucks. This just might be the corniest YouTube video you ever seen. If it is, it deserves a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Don't forget to like or subscribe. I'm new at this YouTube hobby, so I got a lot to learn. If you have comments or thoughts on how I can improve or make it better, feel free to share.